Welcome back to Bola Central. It's your boy Eloden. I'm here with Phil over here. And I don't know why my camera's so blurry in the back, but I'm pointing at Phil. We're here to do some Crown Jewel reactions because the show was this past Saturday. Uh Solid event. Some great matches. One match that didn't happen. Let's just get straight into it. How are you though?
I'm good. Chilling. It was a nice little PLE. I was watching here and there because I was at work, but I was able to listen and watch during some or most of the matches. And plus, we're recording this on like Thursdays or whatever, so we got to see NXT as well. Their ACW night. Great stuff happened there. So hey, excited to talk WWE with you as always.
I did not get to see ECW last night. I was actually working myself, but I saw the Kalani and RVD interaction. That's all I saw.
Mm.
And Jada Parker won the main event.
Shout out Carmelo. Shout out Carmelo Hayes.
But let's get into Crown Jewel, man. Card prediction wasn't that far off, but at the same time it was. But let's just get into it in order. The first match of the card was Roman and Jimmy and Jay versus Solo, Tama, and Jacob. I'll go first here. Boring ass match. But we're here for storytelling when it comes to the bloodline. We're not here for their in-ring abilities, which Jacob is the best out of everybody there. Jay and Jimmy are the Usos. Roman is the star power. Solo coming into his own. And then Tama Tonga.
What about Tongaloa?
Huh?
What about Tongaloa?
The botch master. He isn't doing anything right now.
He said, I can't even hold a title, right? Just
But either way, like I said, we're here for the storytelling, and the storytelling was perfect. That Roman ate the pin from Solo. And the post-match antics of the bloodline getting jumped in, Sammy coming out to help out and kicking Roman in the face. But, you know, things happened on Raw, but we're not going to get that far into it. What did you think about the match?
Yeah, I agree. It was, not the most exciting match of the night, but with the bloodline, it's all about storytelling, and storytelling it did. And especially like post-match, Sammy accidentally kicking Roman, and it just shows how I think Triple H's booking is going to be. Your past events aren't just going to get ignored. It's going to be all told through story. And just like with this whole old bloodline, all the trauma, all the bad trust that happened through all four of these guys, Jay, Jimmy, Sammy, and Roman, they're obviously going to have to, work through those issues to try to beat this new bloodline and potentially down the road, The Rock. So, yeah, just, steps to help them be more solid as a group. So it's going to be a journey. It's not going to be all fixed in something one night. So, yeah, great storytelling by them.
Like you said, today's Thursday, and Friday cannot come soon enough because Sammy, Jay, and Jimmy and Roman will all be on SmackDown tomorrow, and I can't wait.
Yeah,
this is also 3 weeks away.
Yeah, so, it's gonna be 4v4. I heard, not 5v5, because probably to suit Sammy. So
yeah. I mean, so let's.
Also, Sammy, Jay, and Jimmy had their little spat on Monday, just a preview for Friday. So it can be very.
That's why I said we're not going to get into all that right now.
But,
But yeah, other than that, we're good with the storytelling right now. Everything's looking good for this story. The next match of the night was the Fatal 4-Way Tag match, which Bianca and Jade retained. Solid match, I guess. I know a lot of people got in some offense. They had some cool spots. Kyrie and Io are really like showing how they are Io's the genius of the sky or whatever, but Kyrie is a great high flyer as well. That was my favorite spot of the night. Not of the night. That was my favorite spot of that match, where I think Kyrie did that insane elbow or the crossbody or whatever she did, and then Io did moonsault to the floor. Yeah, great match. I'm not really mad at the outcome at all either, because I know we're saving Bianca and Jade splitting up for another time, but you could give the belt to somebody else at this point. Like, it's I don't know. Solid match though.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? I know you did.
I think the right team won just because I mean it's too early to give it to the NXT girls. Uh, also Damage Control, they're doing their best because what's it called? Who's injured? Not Kyrie. Dakota's injured, so they're dealing with a lot as well. And who was the
I don't
fourth
think
team?
Dakota's injured as much as people show, but I know Oscar's out, which is why the damage control
Yeah.
is not going anywhere.
Yeah, so I mean, they probably want to build up another team to try to take the belts off of Jade and Bianca. So to try to tease that little breakup because they were hinting at it Monday, but yeah, I think the right team won, and it was a nice little build-up match for the rest of the card.
Yeah, this was the low point of the card, I guess, in terms of anticipation and activity. But here's what it was. The next match on the card was what was the next match on the card? I forgot.
Let's see. I put the card in the. Let's see. It might have been. Was it Seth and Bronson?
Yes, it was Seth and Bronson Reed. I was trying to remember who he fought. I don't know why I couldn't remember. Seth and Bronson Reed was the next match of the night. It was a solid match. They got some good things done there. But issue for me, wrong person won for sure. Bronson Reed should have won the match, and we should be having a story headed somewhere else so they can fight again at Survivor Series in a fight pit match or something.
Yeah.
The tsunami off the top of the fight pit. Listen, fire. But I understand putting Seth over because it's Seth. But I think Bronson should have won. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Even though the super stomp was a nice move, was a nice little touch for the end of the match. But yeah, I think Bronson definitely should have won to try to, because you made him, bulldoze through everyone when Seth was gone, just to lose them when Seth came back. I thought this should have went a lot longer as well. Maybe like give Bronson one, and then Seth maybe like go back and forth for until Survivor Series, like you said. But yeah, they built up Bronson to destroy everyone just for him to lose the first match back for Seth. Yeah, I expected the same as you.
Yeah. It's a super letdown, but it is what it is. We can't do anything about it.
Yep.
But like I said, it was still a good match though. Seth does bring the best out of anybody that he goes through in a ring with.
I see Bronson gets the limelight, so yeah.
Yeah. And Bronson, he's gonna get pushed next year. I know he is, so I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
The next match of the night was women's crown jewel match: Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan.
I thought it was Randy KO. No.
No.
Well, even though he didn't. Yeah.
Randy KO was second to last.
Oh.
I mean, it was
Really?
right after the LA Knight. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Or was it?
Ah. What was the order?
I'm trying to remember the order. I think Randy KO was second to last. They were supposed to fight second to last, and then they just had the brawl, and then we had the last match.
Let's see. Let's check.
Either way,
yep.
Get into Liv and Nia. That's why we're here.
Yep.
In my eyes, as much as I love Liv Morgan, the wrong person won that match. The antics weren't. I don't know. The Tiffy T's cash in was kind of terrible to me, and I don't think Hunter would even have her cash in on a night like that where she can win both titles. So like, kind of dumb. So the antics kind of got on my nerves a little bit, but Liv Morgan won. She has a new accolade under her belt she's now the first person to pin Ronda Rousey 3 times. I think she technically she is a Grand Slam champion. I saw a lot of people on the internet not knowing what Grand Slam really means. So she was a world champion. She was a SmackDown Women's Champion, which turned into the WWE Women's Championship. So that lineage is the same. Whereas the Raw Women's Champion turned into the World Women's Title. So technically, yes, Liv is tag champ,
Yep.
SmackDown Women's champ, and Raw Women's champ. She is now a Grand Slam champion for the women's side because they don't have any undercard titles.
Yet. Mm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, she adds more accolades, and it's turning out to be a very good career. But I do think the wrong person won that match. What you got?
Yeah, there are definitely a lot of shenanigans in this. Tiffy, Raquel, Dom, etc., etc. To me, I think either way, whoever won, it was gonna, push the other person down or up. I'm fine with Liv winning. It's a great achievement for her being the first crown jewel champion. I didn't feel, uh, I didn't like the way how the Tiffy tease was with the cash in as well. Obviously, they want to save it for I don't know when they could save it, like um, how Damian Priest did it, maybe to next WrestleMania, or maybe a different PLE, a bigger one, but who knows? But yeah, it's just I don't know. I just don't like how Tiffy's been teased in some type of ways for the cash-ins, like almost every single week. Maybe, yeah, you could kind of try to spread them out a little bit. Because I feel like she's always trying to cash in now.
It's getting a little annoying.
Yeah, I feel like you could have spread those out. But hey,
yeah, she'll be a great champion. She'll be a great, main
also,
eventer for the women.
yeah.
But it's just getting annoying right now.
Also, Dom is one lucky guy.
Let's not talk about that.
Pain. Dolph Ziggler edit. It should have been me.
Next match that we're gonna get into will be. We'll talk about the Randy KO brawl because I'm not sure where it took place. I don't remember.
It was right after this, actually.
It was, right?
Yep.
Okay. So the Randy KO brawl. First of all, crowd was red hot for Randy. I've never heard his theme song sung so loud. They were lit when Randy came out there.
Hey. International crowd for you.
Rightfully so, man. Shout out Randy Orton, my goat. We got into the brawl. Obviously, KO ended up coming out on top. I will honestly say I'm a little upset that there was no match that took place because I think story-wise, KO taking a loss and spiraling would have been great. But at the end of the day, the win would have done nothing for Randy. It would have only done something for the win would have done something for KO, but at the same time, the win just I guess nobody needed a win there. So technically KO got the win though, because he did walk out. Randy got stretchered out, carded out, not stretched out. But in terms of the brawl, it's a classic brawl where they were just going at each other. And then KO lost his mind. And I don't remember if it was a senton or a swanton, but or was it just an elbow?
Elbow.
It was an elbow, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he jumped off something.
Looks like a barricade.
Some type of, I remember the spot. You remember the spot he did in Canada when he fought Damian Priest and Finn Balor for the tag titles? And he jumped off It
looks like a steel barricade. I'm looking at the photo. It looks like a steel barricade. Yeah.
It was a great spot.
Yep.
I know it was painful, and good, great for Randy that he was able to be carted out because even though it was just a spot, they still feel some type of pain. They got to deal with some type of physical contact and whatnot. So shout out Randy. But I'm interested to see where the story goes because it looks like Randy and Cody are getting ready to start gearing up the butt heads.
Yeah.
What do you got for this match?
Yeah, it was weird that they made this a no contest match. I don't know if it was like a last second, adjustment. Maybe it was a time thing. I don't know, if this was the plan originally. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good idea to have KO be the technically winner because he walked out, like you said. Maybe with Randy, getting stretchered out, he can blame Cody Rhodes for, you dragged me into this. Because of you, I had to deal of KO, yada yada, like you said, butt head. So nice little, you know, details for if they do eventually do butt heads. But yeah, when. And I'm excited to see what KO does. I don't know if he goes after Cody or because we thought he was going to be involved in that. Well, I thought he was going to be involved in that match in the future with Gunther and him, but nothing happened. So I wonder what his plans are because he was doing those vignettes of since they won't play my video on this show, I'm just going to put it on my socials, etc. etc. So maybe more of those. So I mean, hey, time will tell though.
I do see Cody and KO fighting again.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a Saturday night main event. Here in Long Island, which I will be attending.
Nice.
But yeah, I see that happening, and then I see Randy coming out, costing KO the title, and maybe that's when Randy heel turn begins because maybe even though he cost KO the title, he probably RKO's Cody after the match.
He RKO'd Adam Pearce as well, so maybe some repercussions there.
Won't be any repercussions. He already paid double. He
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm looking at the belt. I have to stretch though. But yeah, he RKO'd Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis fined him $50K. Randy paid him 100 and said that's for next time. But after that, the next match was Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, and LA Knight for the US Championship. I was going for Melo. I think you were going for LA Knight. I don't want to say the wrong person won because anybody could have won it at this match and that would have been fine. Great spot to end the match. I just think that again, I will say this: LA Knight needs to get rid of that top rope jump. He doesn't need to do that every match. He super botched it this time. He ended up slipping all the way down to what would have been a low blow spot from way before. Literally just both legs off the rope here, and he's just shooting like that. That didn't look good, and the fact that he no-sold that slip or that bump, that kind of I don't know. It made that lose its credibility. That spot.
Yep.
Other than that, though, this match was a hoop fest entirely. This was match of the night for me, and I don't even think it was really close. I don't think anything else had anything close to this match in terms of entertainment factor. Melo and Andrade still tied at 3-3. But what do you got going on now? How do you feel about this match?
Yeah, I agree. It was match of the night. Yeah, I don't know if LA Knight's going to replace that move or just retire completely. Just because he's at a high age already. He hasn't been able to consistently do that move like for a while now. Maybe try something else. But this just proves that the U.S. title chase. I don't know if they'll continue with these three moving forward, or if maybe we'll see 1v1s involving LA Knight with Melo or Andrade. But yeah, the U.S. title chase is hot right now. It just proved how big of a player LA Knight is. Carmelo Hayes, ever since he got here, he's been doing great promo work and ring work, especially with Andrade, with the 7-game series. Andrade, too, ever since he came back to the Royal Rumble. It was a great match to showcase all these guys' talents and how much they've, improved ever since they got here. So definitely a great match.
Yeah, great match.
Hopefully we get to see an actual Game 7 as well.
Hopefully, man. Maybe a Survivor Series. I don't know. I think we need to see another match from them, though. But like we said, great match. LA Knight got the win. We're okay with this.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see where LA Knight's story goes next and where their Carmelo and Andrade story goes next. But then we have the final match of the night, which was Cody versus Gunther. I believe we both had Gunther winning, didn't we?
Yep.
And we were both disappointed with that roll up from Cody coming out of the sleeper. One thing about WWE right now, where they just have the heel dictate the entire pace of the match, it works. But like Cody, I'll just say it. I've said it plenty of times before. I hate Cody as a babyface. It's just, ugh, it's just. It's not that it's not believable, but it's like I don't want to give him the Cena treatment. Like he's not there. That's not him. That's not his character. So we're waiting for him to turn heel.
Homelander.
Until then, I guess we're stuck with this. But I do think the wrong person won in terms of giving the World Heavyweight Championship credibility. I'm glad that Cody didn't lose to getting choked out though, because I feel like that would hurt his credibility more than anything. Like obviously there had to be a winner, and
Yeah.
I kind of wish, given the World Heavyweight Championship to win, kind of gives it the feel that it's not a B title. You feel me? Which I feel like, in terms of booking a win, maybe Ludwig Kaiser would have came out, or KO would have found his way back out there to distract Cody, and then Gunther ended up winning off of distraction. But I'm fine with Cody winning because you do have to present him as the top dog. Because when Roman enters that picture, you don't want him looking weak. You don't want, you know, you need his win to be very believable.
I agree. Um, for me, this pretty much was just a popularity win. We knew this in the promos. Gunther, he's the champ. He's one of the champions. He says no to all the appearances, etc. Cody says yes to all the appearances. They basically chose the they basically chose the guy that's more likable by their audience in this matchup. Uh, we kept seeing Gunther's attempt for the sleeper, and I mean, it's nice, Cody Rhodes gets another accolade, but I agree. The World Heavyweight Championship should have been more built up. Gunther should have won this matchup just because we already know Cody Rhodes is this. He pretty much won because he's the face, one of the big faces of WWE. I feel like Gunther's credibility as that champion needed to be built up more, like you said. So, yeah, I mean, a little disappointing. So it is what it is, though. There's always another PLE.
Yeah, we're gonna see what's next. But here's what it is. Like I said, can't be mad at it. But otherwise, out of 10 for me, this was like an 8.5, 8. I'll go 8. 8 out of 10 event.
I can see that. Yeah.
Wrong winners, to me. Wrong winners. Kind of boring matches in terms of the bloodline match, in terms of the Nia Live match. It was a boring match. It's just storytelling. But it was actually some good wrestling on this show, and not mad at it at all. We can get into Raw a little bit about what happened on Raw. Obviously, there's a battle royal determining the next number one contender for Liv's title. There was a fatal four-way determining the next contender for Gunther's title. Both winners of that are the former champions, Io Sky and Damian Priest, respectively. Um, there was obviously a bloodline segment after Sammy kicked Tribal Chief in the face. And Jimmy's obviously on the side. Like everything is reversed. Like I said, Jay is accepting of Sammy, while everybody else is like, nah, family loose. Well, tomorrow Jay did invite Sammy to pull up to come talk to the OTC, and that's going to be the great story of the night. It's going to be a 30-minute segment. I can almost guarantee it's
Therapy session.
Going to be a very lengthy segment tomorrow. You have to be, and don't forget, SmackDown has those cutscenes where you really got to be tuned into that. So, I mean, Raw has them too, but like SmackDown's gonna have those cutscenes where you got to be locked in. You're gonna see when Sammy arrives. You're gonna see when Jay arrives. You're gonna see when the Tribal Chief arrives. You're gonna see Solo and his bloodline also there. They got stuff to do.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what this next chapter brings, and I hope that in terms of WWE itself, that maybe you can get a match with Solo versus Carmelo Hayes or something. Mix them up to start other storylines outside of this one bloodline story because it's gonna get very redundant and annoying if you keep mixing them all in together at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's get some outside people in here. Just to spread some TV time across other people. Uh, anything you looking forward to tomorrow?
Oof. Well, I'm sad to see the fallout of the U.S. title match. LA Knight, Carmelo, and Andrade. It's gonna be interesting to see how each of them have their own path after this. Just because LA Knight defended the championship, he won. Does either one of them, Carmelo or Andrade, say one on one, I would have beat you, etc., etc. So I'm excited to see where that goes. To see like who's LA Knight's next opponent, and do we actually get a for real? Is a game 17 for tomorrow or no? Or they
No.
have no. So yeah. But
I
other
mean,
than
in
that,
terms of the Sheamus and Cesaro storyline when they did their 7 match series, there was no winner there either. They just became a tag team. So let's see if history repeats itself.
yeah, and also from Monday Night Raw, um, yeah, we're gonna get a New Day anniversary show. So you know what that means. I don't want to see this.
I don't know what it means, but yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen here.
uh, I mean we've seen this before. Someone's gonna get stabbed in the back, but maybe they might give it a twist. Hopefully, but who knows? Maybe he shows up to try to repatch everything. But yes,
I think he has to show up because it's a new day. The
yeah,
entire
because everyone's expecting someone to turn heel here because of this New Day reunion or New Day celebration show. So I think that's what WWE expects, and maybe they give Big E the role of peacemaker. But who knows,
we'll see what happens there.
right?
I have another question for you. Way too early Royal Rumble predictions.
Oh, why do I feel like they're gonna give the Royal Rumble win to Roman this year?
You think so?
Yeah, I I, I feel like Roman or Rock is probably gonna get it.
See, this is why I brought up earlier when I said Randy heel turn starts at Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh yeah,
I think Randy wins the Rumble this year. I don't think we get Roman Rock with the title involved at Mania. I think we get Roman Rock just as a main event because that's just a match that needs to happen. I think we get Cody Randy at Mania. And then as for Gunther, I don't know who he's going to fight. It's probably going to be Cena. But if he does, I need Cena to lose that match.
mm,
Here's what I think should happen.
Oh yeah, because the Cena tour starts in 2 months.
Yes. Here's what I think should happen. I'm going to sit all the way up just so you can this. What I think should happen this year for Cena's tour retirement. You have Cena have the arc that he's going to fight Gunther for title number 17 at Mania, right? All of a sudden, it looks like he's going to win. Gunther wins somehow. Break the hearts of C Nation entirely. Break everybody's heart. But have them rematch at SummerSlam. Cena wins that title, right? All of a sudden, you have whoever wins Money in the Bank, which I think might be CM Punk or something next year. Have them cash in on Cena that night, and then you have the biggest heel in WWE, the person who cashed in on Cena as he won title number 17.
CM Punk would be a crazy choice. Hey, they do have history, so yeah, that'd be interesting.
It could be Punk. We're talking about Raw here. It could be Rollins. It could be Bronson Reed.
Drew McIntyre.
It could be. It can't be McIntyre. 2 years in a row, not going to work.
Oh yeah, you're right. He won last year.
You can move Mello. It could be Mello. It could be Theory. Okay, like we have options here.
I feel like Theory's stock has kind of slowed down mightily because everyone's waiting for him to turn face.
It could be Dirty Dom.
Imagine.
Rocket ship on his back. Whoever it is, you now have the biggest heel in all of WWE. probably in all of pro wrestling. The person who cashes it on Cena for titles.
Yeah, and that's saying something over Dom.
And it's long-term storytelling because remember when Rey Mysterio won his title, John Cena wanted to challenge him right after that. Now Dirty Dom takes his listen, that right there is a story in itself. It could also be Finn Balor. Deserves a world title run. Just saying. But that's what I think should happen for John Cena's retirement tour. He doesn't need the championship for an extensive period of time.
Who do you think wins?
Want him to break the record?
Who do you think wins the women's Royal Rumble? I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for that one.
It could go any which way for real, but I think I'm thinking a little outside the box here. Maybe Naomi.
Yeah, I feel like she hasn't gotten her moment ever since returning.
Yeah, I don't think Rhea needs another Rumble win. She can finally Actually, sorry, I'm not Naomi. Raquel.
I do like Raquel. Raquel versus Liv, or whoever's champion down the road.
It'll be Liv. I don't think Rhea's coming back for that title immediately.
Oh yeah, because Rhea's out for a while.
Yeah, but I will take I think Rhea, Raquel, and Liv might end up being a triple threat at Mania. But whoever wins the title is going to challenge Nia Jax or Tiffany Stratton on SmackDown. Another name that I have is a returning Becky Lynch.
Has any word on her contract?
She's unsigned still. She's enjoying being a mother, which I respect entirely. But you know that everybody knows she'll come back eventually.
Yep.
And what better time to come back than the Royal Rumble? That'll be the biggest pop for her to come out at 27. Oh, great.
But does Becky need another run?
Why not?
I mean, she has, plenty of moments already, right?
So?
I mean, top star as well. So.
Look, Becky and Charlotte are the two that have been missing for some time. I thought Charlotte would be back by now, but I guess not. But both great names to win the Rumble this year. I think Charlotte's the one who's had way too many moments. I think she's a 13-time world champ already on the women's side. Plenty.
There. I cut out. You're good. Okay.
But yeah. That's all I got to say.
Sorry. I cut out in the last minute or two. I don't know, because
Oh, I was saying Charlotte and Charlotte is another returning name who you can probably say could win the Rumble. But I feel like she has had way too many moments. She's already a 13-time women's champion.
That I agree with.
Another one, like I said, Becky, she hasn't had the title in forever. She only had the reign last year, so Liv had somebody credible to beat for the championship.
Yeah.
And
you don't think they might give Jade a look?
Her and Bianca have their own story going on where they don't need to win the Rumble.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think they'll put the title on either of them for that storyline. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So, like I said, my answer is my answer right now. Obviously, way too early. Returning Becky, and for the men's Rumble is Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm. Damn. I do like. I probably like Raquel for women's. I think
she has to pick up some steam though. She has no momentum.
Yeah, and plus I feel like a lot of her reactions from the crowd have been dead. So man. But hey, there's a lot of time. We have plenty of time before that happens.
Yeah, we're in November. Okay, the Rumble's at the end of January. We got to see how November goes, Survivor Series goes. We got to see what's happening in December. We don't know any PLEs in December. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they'll do CLC. Maybe not. We'll see. But then January comes, and everything moves to Netflix. Well, Raw moves to Netflix. And I don't know. I'm just excited to see what's in store for the WWE for the future. Man. Phil has cut out again. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to get up out of here. My name still is loading. This over here is Phil. As his thing cuts out entirely, we're just gonna do this. All right. Shout out Phil though for hanging out with me today. We'll be back for Survivor Series predictions. Oh, he's back. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, sorry, I don't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
The Wi-Fi keeps cutting out. It is what it is though. But it's
Yeah.
just me and Phil here. We'll be back for Survivor Series predictions. Let us know in the comments how you thought Crown Jewel went. Let us know in the comments your way too early 2025 Royal Rumble prediction. Who you think the winner is going to be? And we'll see you next time on Baller Central.